royalty soaps. Today we are going, stop, she's already laughing. We haven't even got through the first line yet. Today we are going to be demonstrating what we call melt and pour soap crafting or soap making, and this is something that anybody can do. It doesn't matter if you've ever made soap before. For example, my mother, the queen, has never made soap before, and so I am hoping that this video will enable you guys to go, you know what,
if I can do it, you can do it.
Essentially. So I'm going to start out by showing you the kit that I got. I got it from Wholesale Supplies Plus. They have lots of different types of kits. I actually let you guys pick out the one that we're doing today, and this one is called the Bed of Roses, and it's a melt and pour loaf. So she is actually going to be doing all of the soap crafting. I'm just going to sort of be overseeing a little bit, and they have everything you need in the kit except for a couple of items that you can easily find in your kitchen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Oh wait, also there's going to be a giveaway at the end of this because this is July, it is my birthday month, and so I thought what better way to celebrate my birthday than to give you guys a present. So now we can get started.
I should get a present on your birthday.
So here are all the items that come in the kit. You get the rectangle loaf mold, which of course is reusable, so if you decide you want to make more melt and pour stuff, you can use this again. You get these two little containers, which of course are also reusable. They're little plastic containers. You get 2 ounces of matte woodland green liquid pigment and 2 ounces of matte Americana red liquid pigment, and liquid meaning it's already been stirred up for you so you can just drop it right in. You're going to get a little pipette thing so that you can put these into your soap. You get a melt and pour soap base here. This is premium goat milk soap base. You're gonna get 2 ounces of wild rose fragrance oil, and then of course you have your things to keep everything hygienic. So face mask, you got some gloves here, you got a hairnet, which of course I will be making her wear. It also comes with a little bottle here. The alcohol that is in here is 90% rubbing alcohol. You do have to have this yourself. Most people of course have rubbing alcohol in their medical supplies around the house. If you don't, you can easily get this at CVS or Walmart or Kroger, anywhere essentially that has, you know, a pharmacy or something.
Do the instructions come with it?
The instructions do come with it. So whenever you order, you will get the instructions that I will be reading out, of course, today to my mom while she makes the soap.
Because I can't read.
You're also going to need a large glass measuring thing, so if anyone cooks, you're going to have that. And you're going to need 2 little bitty glass things. And then you're going to need a potato peeler, or as they call it,
or a toothpick.
No, not a toothpick. You're gonna need a vegetable peeler. So again, the thing you're having to provide: vegetable peeler, 2 small glass bowls, 1 large glass bowl, and a scale. Now this I got off of eBay for $10, and you can get them at Walmart too. They're very inexpensive.
Do you really have to have one?
You really do have to have a scale, unfortunately.
If you're selling them, what if you're not selling them?
Doesn't matter. You need to have a scale so that you can measure out all of the melt and pour things correctly, and so that you don't put too much fragrance oil or
What about
liquid.
A scale like this?
Nope, not a scale like that. It has to be able to tell you in ounces and point ounces, so 0.5 ounces, 0.75 ounces, that sort of thing. So here are all the materials, and I'm going to start reading off the instructions, and we're going to get started. If you are making these products for sale, good manufacturing practices recommend you wear a hairnet.
Oh.
Put all your hair in your bank. Yeah.
All of it?
That's right. Ooh, this. Ooh, yeah.
Now what you guys want for supper?
And you're going to need gloves.
Okay. I feel like...
What?
What was it? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
You tore it? You got big fat man hands.
I didn't know not to pull so hard.
And a mask.
Why do I gotta wear a mask?
So you don't breathe on it. And we're ready to go.
Now it's time to operate.
Yes, now that you look absolutely fabulous, you can get started.
I can't even see.
Okay, so it says the first thing to do is to remove the goat milk soap from the 2-pound plastic tray. That would be this. So you're going to take all of the soap out, and you're going to weigh 20 ounces of soap and cut it into chunks, and then you're going to place those in the large mixing bowl. So she's going to take all of this out. I'm already wanting to intervene.
Hope we don't need that. Get your hands off.
Just put that to the side. There it is. 20 ounces.
So, like more than half.
Yes. We have another container. There's 2 containers of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that looks perfect. So you can just put them all in there. And we're gonna stick it in the microwave. Okay, so she has heated this up in the microwave in 30-second increments and then stirred it, and if it wasn't completely dissolved, then she heated it up again. I think we had to do that about 3 times.
3 or 4 times.
Then we're gonna put in 30 drops of the matte woodland green liquid pigment. So you have to cut this open, of course, with a knife or some scissors.
The whole thing?
30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
22.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I wanted to
Perfect.
grow on.
Wow. Rule breaker.
Rule breaker.
So then
what
you're
if
just
you don't
gonna stir
like, you know,
this.
what if I want it darker?
Well, of course, if you're not following things exactly by the rules, you can, you know, put more in if you want more, or put less in if you don't want as much. But because we are following this exactly how the recipe tells us, we're just going to put it in just like
Okay.
that. Exactly. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to put in 3 milliliters of the wild rose fragrance. And here's
Oh.
something that we've already found, is that with the kit they only supply you with 1 pipette, which is not good because you have to do 2 colors and the fragrance oil. And so you're gonna need more than that. And then you're just gonna squirt that in and then mix it up until it's fully
Do I not have to wait for it to cool?
Nope. And you're just gonna mix that until it's all completely
It smells
incorporated.
really good.
It does smell really good. Okay, so now we're gonna pour it in.
No, you don't have to like spray it or anything?
Nope.
Well, this is pretty easy.
Yep.
Heat and stir.
Heat and stir.
It's like making pudding.
So then you pour it all in, and you're gonna see in the camera that there's bubbles on top. And the way that we get rid of those bubbles is to spray it with the 90% rubbing alcohol. And look, Mother has scrapey problems just like me. It's like you have to scrape it all until it's all in there.
What if you just use like a scraper, like a spatula
Well,
scraper?
you can.
How much can I put on there?
Just until it's all gone.
Ooh, it stinks.
Yes, but it won't smell that way. So now we're going to let that harden. Now the next thing we're going to do is to make the little curly cues that go on top. So you're going to measure out 2.5 ounces of the white goat milk melt and pour base.
2.5.
2.5. Now you're going to take your 2.5 ounces. We're going to put it in this little bowl here, and we're going to heat that up in the microwave. So first she measured out the 2.5 ounces, then she measured out 1.5 ounces. Into the 2.5 ounces is going to go the matte Americana red liquid pigment, and into here is going to go the green. So because we only have 2 of these, we're going to do the green first, even though it tells you to do the red first. It doesn't really matter because we're just making these for embeds on top. So for the green, you're going to be
Hurry,
putting
tell
in
me.
5 drops.
2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, see?
That was 6.
I didn't mean
but we
to,
forgive you.
Sorta.
And then after that, she is going to pour it into here.
Oh. It seems like it's a little darker than that one.
It is a little darker.
This is my soap.
Okay, so next color is going to be the red, and we're going to have to rinse out our little pipette here. And again, it only comes with 1. So if you buy a kit from them, I highly suggest that you go and get a couple more pipettes. That way you're not having to constantly rinse them, and use the same one for your fragrance oil as you are for your colorants. That's just a lot of extra trouble. So pick them up from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Now we are doing the red colorant, and she's going to put 5 drops.
It's really thick.
It is really thick.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So into the one that she has already mixed up pretty good, she's going to put 5 milliliters.
Oh.
Perfect. So just spritz that with rubbing alcohol. We're going to let them harden, and then we'll do the next step. Alrighty, so the base here is hard, and these 2 little ones are hard, and so we're going to put the next bit in, and that is 20 ounces more of the white melt and pour goat milk. And then on the inside, we're going to put, let's see how many milliliters of fragrance in there. You're going to add 3 milliliters of wild rose fragrance oil, and then she's going to go ahead and mix that up real good. And then she's going to spritz this really liberally with rubbing alcohol, because that's what's going to make the 2 stick together. Also, the instructions say to make sure that your white that you're about to pour on top of this green is less than 125 degrees. But if you don't have a heat thermometer, I'm not entirely sure how you would know that. So that's something to note, is that a thermometer would come in handy. But did you literally spray this?
No! Wait, that's a me. That's a me, a Mario.
Okay. Okay, it's supposed to have 1/4 of an inch on top. Okay, look, it does. Great. So it has about 1/4 of an inch left. And we're gonna wait for this white to harden up completely. So she'll spray it again to get the bubbles. So then she's gonna take these here while that's sitting and pop them out. And a good way to do this is to pull on the edges first on the sides, and then pull on the short sides, and then push on the back. Just like this, like a little soap bar. Now you're going to turn this, and you're going to do one big swipe down the side so that you can make what will look like roses.
How hard do I push?
I mean, not too hard. That looks just about right. See, so she has this curl now, and this curl you're gonna put like this, so it looks like the little roses. You'll recurl it back up.
So I have to do it myself. Does it tell you to do that in the instructions?
It just says to make soap curls. So, you know, you just kind of roll it up like this again.
I've never made a soap curl before.
Yeah. So she just curled that off. So now take it off, and then you can show them how to make a curly Q. You just kind of roll it around.
Like that?
Yeah. Perfect. So
is it okay that like all the edges are stuck together?
You don't have to have it all that close necessarily, but if you do, that's okay. Good job.
Yay.
Show us a little green one. The green ones are supposed to be leaves. And then whenever you do the green one, you pinch one end so it looks like a teardrop.
Ooh, that's a lot skinnier.
Perfect. Look at the little leaf.
Drip, drip, drop, little April showers. Do, 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 do.
So she's going to continue to do this until she's used up both of those little, I guess, mini soap bars, and until this white layer has set up completely.
Stir, stir, stir.
So now that the top has hardened again, she's going to spritz it one more time with rubbing alcohol. Liberally. Liberally!
It's all gone.
Very good. Okay. And then she's going to pour this next little bit of white on top. This is
no smell?
4 ounces. Nope, no smell. They didn't tell us to put smell in, so we're not going to. Little tiny bit. There's just a little tiny bit left on here. So you're going to pour it very, very carefully. And then as it begins to set up and get a little sticky, that's when we're going to put the flowers and stuff
Came out the edge there.
So after you have curled all of the little ribbons, little soapy ribbons, into roses and the little leaves, then you're going to spritz them liberally, all of them liberally, with rubbing alcohol, as she's doing there. And you know, you just kind of make sure that they're all covered. I also kind of spritz them so they're good and covered. We know this. And then you're just going to start putting them into the soap.
Ooh,
and it's
get in there.
Made a little bit of a skin on top. So I
Is that
suggest...
good? Is that bad?
I mean, you really want to break the skin if you can.
Break it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Like, this needs to be broken.
That's so ugly.
They told you to wait. They said to wait a little while until it starts getting creamy or whatever, but that's not going to work. So I'm breaking this up for her, and you need to be able to touch this actual soapy part. So just so you know, the instructions aren't entirely accurate when it comes to that. Don't let it sit for very long, even though they tell you to, because you'll never be able to get your little roses and things inside. You need to put them in
Peel it off.
pretty much immediately.
Get off.
So we're going to take that skin off, otherwise it's never going to work.
No.
Live and learn. This is why we're doing this for you.
Oh, stick it in. Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to help her do this.
What fun.
Indeed. So now put all the little green ones in.
Flat.
These are a little more random. You just kind of put them in randomly.
Oh, quickly, quickly. Oh no.
And this is kind of something I think they should have told you. Like, hey, that top is going to set up pretty doggone fast.
Oh
so
no.
Make sure you hurry.
Shove them in quickly.
And then we're going to spritz it one more time with rubbing alcohol, and then we're going to let this set overnight. And you do not have to do that. You can just wait until it's hard. But we're going to set it overnight just to be sure, and so that we get good light would come morning. So I hope you guys have sort of enjoyed this, and hopefully if you decide that you would like to get this kit yourself, you find it informative and you can kind of compensate for where the kit is lacking, like getting the extra pipettes that you will need. Again,
there's a whole bunch of this left.
You do have a whole bunch of
and a bunch
fragrance
of
left.
colorant and a bunch of extra white soap. Didn't we have?
Yeah, we had about a pound of the white base left. We have about, you know, almost the full 2 ounces of this left, and then we have almost the full 2 ounces of the 2 different colorants left. And then of course you get the mold to keep as well. So it is a good investment for sure, because you can make more than just this one kit. But when you do make this one kit, make sure that you have some extra pipettes, and also make sure that you move fast whenever you pour that last skin of white. Okay guys, so we're back the next day, and again with melt and pour, you don't have to wait that long. He's sharpening the knife on the ruler.
Getting it ready.
You don't have to wait that long with melt and pour. You can wait a couple of hours and it's ready to cut, but for filming reasons we really wanted this to be really nice and hard. So to take this out of the mold, because this looks a little complicated, you're gonna pull the sides and then you're gonna pull the top here. And then you'll just press on the back, you know, starting on the outside edges and working your way in, because that is what's gonna, you know, release the pressure. It's the pressure on the inside sticking to the soap, of course, that makes it hard to get out.
When people buy it, they'll know I did it all by myself.
That's right.
This is the queen done made it.
That's right.
But that also might be a not selling point, because the queen made it by herself.
Like, that was way too easy.
That was not the pro.
I'm going to remove this.
Did not do that.
Safety reasons.
Hey.
I think people would like to have a soap that you made, Mother.
They're probably, it's a pity soap. Buy it. It's a pity soap.
Okay, so now you're going to cut this into 8 bars. So we have a ruler here, and of course the little instructional tutorial says that if you have a miter box, you can use that, but normal people do not have miter boxes just sitting
I don't
around.
have a miter box.
So you can use this to sort of mark off at the 1-inch points, and it will make 8
like
soaps.
this? I mean, how do you do it?
And that's what I do. Sometimes I take it and I put this on top, and I just kind of make an indentation on one of the things. You can see it pretty well most of the time.
I have to crunch a rose.
Yeah, you have to crunch a couple of those things. So yeah, you're just going to make them all the way across. And then to cut straight, the thing that I like to do is go slow. That's what I have found has been the best thing, is to apply even pressure on both sides of the knife and to go slow. And if you don't have a miter box, obviously your cuts probably won't be completely even, but with practice, of course, they will certainly get better.
Am I going to want to cut the ends off or no?
No, I wouldn't. Not with this one. Okay, so she has marked it on both sides. By the way, apologies for the baby in the background. We're trying to keep this video as real to life as possible, just to show you guys that yes, you in your kitchen can make this. And there's, you know, dirty laundry in the corner and all that kind of stuff. So yes, we're keeping it true to life there. Look how nice that looks.
Yay!
I really love the design on top. You did such a good job, and your line is so even there.
I made soap.
She did. See, so you can do this too. And another thing that we sort of noticed is that she marked both ends and then made the cut, which I never do. I always only mark up top and then just kind of guess. But of course it will be a lot straighter if you mark both ends and then line up your knife evenly there in the middle. These bars will be available in the Etsy shop by the time this video goes live. So whenever you're seeing that this video is on YouTube, that means these bars are available in the shop, and they are handmade by the Queen. If y'all have ever bought any of my soap before, you know on the back of the labels it always says handmade by the Duchess of Suds, because I make all the products, but these of course will have handmade on the Queen by the Queen on the back instead, because she did it. So the final thing we're going to do here is of course optional, and it's actually not listed in the real instructions for this kit, but it's a good idea, so I'm going to show you how anyway. And that is to bevel the edges. So essentially all you're going to do is take your vegetable peeler and kind of clean up the sides here where it looks a little bit unfinished. And then as far as packaging goes, glycerin soap does need to be packaged pretty much immediately because it has so much glycerin in it, and glycerin draws moisture to itself, so it starts looking kind of sweaty and gets little beady droplets on it. So if you're at home and you don't have a shrink wrapping system, that's okay. You can take regular plastic wrap and sort of wrap it like a present. So you lay it down on it, you know, you kind of flip it over, then you seal up the edges down here, and then you'll seal up the sides just like you would a gift, and that will keep the glycerin soap from, you know, being exposed to the air and the elements. And if you want to put a label on it, you can totally make a really easy label, you know, like in Microsoft Word or something, print it on regular paper, and then take a piece of packing tape and put it over the label and slap it on, so the label's still protected and it has a nice smooth finish, and you didn't even have to buy label paper for it. So this is what it looks like once it's been all packaged up. It's nice and smooth, and you can still smell the bar through it. So if you she's smelling the soap. So if you don't have again a shrink wrap or anything, you could do that. They'd be great for, you know, a baby shower, for party favors, gifts to give to people during the holidays. It's just really fun and easy to make and really easy to wrap, and looks really nice and smells fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then we will say goodbye.
So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even leave a comment down below. We can give a big round of applause to the queen. Thank you, my dear, thank you. If you thought this was really cool, you can go check it out at Wholesale Supplies Plus. I will leave a kit link down below, or you could participate in my 21st birthday giveaway. I will be putting a Rafflecopter widget on my Facebook and also on my blog. So you do not have to have a Facebook, you don't have to have any sort of social media to be able to participate in this giveaway. Because, as I've said before, I don't know about you guys, but it's always a little bit frustrating whenever you want to participate in a giveaway and they make it mandatory for you to like them on Facebook. And it's like, what if you don't have a Facebook? Like me.
Like her. So I'm making it so that you can enter simply by answering a couple of questions. You can get 3 or 4 entries doing that. And then of course, you know, all the other social media stuff as well. So I will be leaving links to the giveaway down below.
And they're gonna win this kit, right? There's other kits you can buy.
Yes, there are other kits you can buy, but this is the kit that you will be winning because this is the one that you guys chose and that you liked the most. So I have it here, and I will be shipping it out to the winner no later than September 15th, but the giveaway closes on August 25th. Which is just a little while after my birthday and stuff, because I wanted everyone to really have a chance to be able to see this and be able to enter if they wanted to. So until next time, we hope that you have enjoyed yourself, and bye for now.
I know I enjoyed myself.